It's the moment we've all been waiting for, as Jackson Steele is going to make his first career start at the college level today for the Arizona Wildcats. The Wildcats are going to be kicking off the season at home in a game against the Toledo Rockets. We're going to be lined up in a shotgun formation here, and on Jackson Steele's first career pass, it is a success for a 10-yard gain. So that's going to move the chains right off the bat, and on the next play we're just going to hand it off to the halfback, but he will be stuffed at the line of scrimmage for a 3-yard loss to make it 2nd and 13. And we find the fullback for a quick little pass that doesn't really do much as we pick up about a yard. And on 3rd and 12 we're just going to throw an incompletion, which will make it 4th and 12 and force us to punt the ball away. We pick it up back in the second quarter here, and Toledo has jumped out to a quick 10-0 lead. And right here on 1st down, we get sacked, so that's going to lose about 5 yards. And then a couple plays later on 3rd and 15, we're going to go for a pass, and that's going to be a completion as Jones, the receiver, hauls that one in to get us the 1st down. And with the new set of downs, we're just going to hand it off to the halfback here, but he can't do much as he loses 3 yards on the play. So on 2nd and 13 here, we're just going to dump it off to the tight end Olsen, and he'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards there. And on 3rd and 10, we're going to hand it off to the halfback on the draw play, and he surprisingly does get a 10-yard gain on that one. So that's a good call by the coach, and we're going to pick up the 1st down there. Now, Steele doesn't really see anything here, so as he steps up in the pocket, he'll just take off there as he sees an open lane, and he'll pick up about 7 yards on the quarterback scramble. And we're back at it as we run again on the very next play, but it's a huge gain, but we are called for holding, so that's going to bring us back. But we actually gained 2 yards on the play as the penalty occurred way ahead of the line of scrimmage. And on 2nd and 1 here, we line up in the shotgun formation with 2 backs, and we're just going to step up in the pocket and just barely pick up the 1st down. Now on 1st and 10, we're going to just dump it off to the halfback here as we continue the pattern of short passes to make it 2nd and 9. And on the next few plays, we don't pick up anything, so we're going to punt it away. And as we get the ball back, there's 27 seconds left in the quarter, and on 2nd down, we're gonna try to line up in the shotgun here. We try to hit the tight end in the middle of the field, but that pass is intercepted. So that will be Steele's first career interception, and we're gonna join you back in the second half. So as the 3rd quarter gets underway here, we are down 10-0, and on the first play, we're just gonna do a quarterback option, and we pitch it right as we get hit, and the halfback conception is gonna pick up about 10 yards on the rush. So next play, we're just going to throw a quick pass to Olsen, and he'll pick up about 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5. And as we line up in the shotgun formation once again, we're going to drop back, scanning the field, and we find a receiver, and he will be able to move the chains with the 5-yard reception. So the coach calls for a run here, and the halfback conception picks up about a yard or 2 on the run, but not even, as he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And right here, we fake the handoff, and we have a receiver wide open in the middle of the field, and he'll pick up about 12 yards on the reception. So on 1st and 10 once again, we roll out of the pocket and we throw it just before we're hit. And Olsen makes a nice grab before he's taken down for about a 12-yard gain. And as we go back to look at the replay here, you'll see as I'm rolling out of the pocket, I just let it go right before I get absolutely crushed by the defensive end right there. So a nice heads-up play to keep the drive going. And we'll just fake the handoff to the halfback here and make a quick pass. That's going to be about a 6-yard gain to make it 2nd and 4. And we're going to hand it off to the halfback here, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up about a yard. And once again, another play action. We're going to find a receiver open in the middle of the field to keep the drive alive, and it's a great drive here as we're inside the opponent's red zone. Here we're going to just toss it to the backup running back, Sutton. He actually does a nice job there on the halfback toss. So on 2nd and 4, we find a receiver on a quick curl route, and he is taken down about 2 yards short of the goal line. But on the very next play, we'll find Guidry, the receiver, and he will score a touchdown as Jackson Steele makes his first career touchdown pass to make it a 10-7 game. And now, about 30 seconds after the touchdown, our defense forces a fumble, and we're going to get the ball back with great field position at our opponent's 30-yard line. So we're going to go for a quick pass to Calhoun right there. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the reception, and we drop way back in the pocket here, and we throw it for the end zone, but the defensive back just jumps in front of our receiver, and he will intercept that pass. We will take him down, but that's going to be a turnover, and it's just a sloppy play. We pick it up back here in the final quarter of the game, and it's a very, very close game as we trail 10-7. So right here, we just go back in the pocket for a quick pass to Guidry. He will catch it, and that's going to be 2nd and 2 here. On 2nd and 2, we'll throw a screen pass right back to Guidry, and it's nearly intercepted, but he jumps above the defensive back to make a nice catch. And right here on first and 10, we'll fake the handoff. As we roll out of the pocket, we'll find the fullback for about a 5 or 6 yard gain, and he'll be pushed out of bounds. After a couple of consecutive passes, we'll try to switch things up as we handed it off to the halfback, but he loses a yard on the rush. And on 3rd and 5, as we're hit, we just are able to get rid of the ball, but that will make it 4th and 5, and we'll punt the ball away. Now we'll get the ball back with about 3 minutes left in the game, and once again our defense just sets us up with fantastic field position as we have the ball at the opponent's 25, and we make a nice pass to our go-to guy Guidry right there, and he makes a nice catch to make it 1st and goal. Here we'll give it to the halfback. He can't do anything once again to continue the pattern of his failures today. And right here, the defender just makes a great play to intercept us in the end zone. And can you believe this? Our defense forces another turnover to get us great position inside the opponent's 20 to start out the drive. And right here on 2nd and 9, we'll drop back in the pocket. We have a receiver open in the end zone, and he makes a beautiful catch as the defender is flying across the field. But there is no stopping Jackson Steele right there, as it was a pinpoint pass, and that's going to give us the lead. It's a 14-10 game with under 2 minutes left, and that's going to put it into the hands of our defense to see if they can stop Toledo's offense one last time to secure the victory. And yup, we get the win here as our players are celebrating, and our defense just definitely deserves the credit for that game, as we pulled through to win at 14-10, as our defense forced 3 turnovers in the game. And here's the play of the game, which was the game-winning pass. You can see the defender diving across to try to stop it, but no, he could not. So the player of the game is going to be Seth Hill, as he forced 2 fumbles and recovered both of them. We definitely couldn't have won it without his great performance, so hopefully he can keep it up all year. After the game, as we take a look at the stats, we see that Jackson Steele completed 71% of his passes for 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Not a bad game, but in the future we're going to be looking to limit the interceptions, as 3 is just too many. Now we see our running back really struggled on the ground, as he only racked up 5 yards after 10 attempts. But the most important thing is that we got the victory, and we start out the season 1-0. Next week, we're going to be facing Oklahoma State, who is currently ranked number 23 in the nation. It's going to be a very good game, so I hope you all stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode.